In this video, we'll be considering different angles and how to deal with them. So let's start with positive angles. How can we write them in the lowest form? Let's say we're given sine 150 degree. So what is sine 150 degree in the lowest form without using calculator? We can easily do that by looking at the quadrant where this angle lies. So where is sine 150 degree? Sine 150 degree is, so we have, this is using the quadrant, this is 0, this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, this is 360 degree. So once 150 lies here, 150 is here. So to write sine 150 in the lowest form, don't forget in this quadrant we have 180 minus theta. That means for us to be able to do that, now the question will now be, in the we have agreed that 150 lies here, 150 is here, so because it is in between 90 and 180 degree. So is it positive or negative? It is positive, because here sine theta is positive here, because don't forget all students take calc. So sine is positive in the second quadrant. Don't forget that cos is negative and tan is negative. So how are we not going to write sine 150 in the lowest form? Because this kind of question comes out in JAMB WAEC as well. So to be able to do that, we've agreed that we are going to have positive answer. So that means sine 150 degree is same thing as sine 180 degree minus 150 degree, and that's what, and that's sine 30 degree. That's it. That just it. That just it. Sine 30 degree. What about, let's say we are given cos 150 degree. Cos 150 degree, that is 1. Let's say we are given cos 150 degree. How are we going to deal with that? 150 degrees in second quadrant also. 150 degrees in second quadrant. 150 degrees in second quadrant. So, and in the second quadrant, all students take calc. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. Cos theta is negative in the second quadrant. Cos theta is negative. So what are we going to do? That means we are going to do cos 150. So since in the second quadrant cos is negative, that means we are expecting a negative answer. So we have minus cos 180 minus 150 degree. So we have minus cos 30 degree. So that just it. What about tan as well? What about tan? What about tan? Tan 150 degree. So the same thing for tan. In the third quadrant, tan is negative. So we say minus tan 180 minus 150. That's minus tan 30 degree. That was very simple. Now, moving on. Let's say we are given sine 400 to write sine 400 in the lowest form. Now, how are we now going to deal with this? This is very simple. Now, I want to explain one concept now. Don't forget, in mathematics, if you say 2 plus 0, you have 2. It doesn't change anything. And if you say 2 minus 0, you have 2. It doesn't change anything as well. Now, when you are dealing with angle, in angle, if you have sine 30 and you add 360 to this 30, or you subtract 360 degree, you are still going to have the same thing. What am I saying? You have sine 30. Sine 30, you can check this on your calculator. Sine 30 is the same thing as sine 30 degree plus 360 degree. It is still the same thing as sine 30 degree minus 360 degree, because this is 390 degree and this is minus 330 degree. So you can press sine 390 degree on your calculator and sine minus 330 degree on your calculator. You will see that you are still going to have the same answer as sine 30 degree. Now, how are we now? So with if that concept is well understood, so how are we now going to solve sine 400? To solve sine 400, you don't need to waste your time. Just write sine 400. Now, since we want angle that is arcuate, that is angle that is less than 90 degree, so we say sine 400 minus 360 degree. You can see that's very simple. So we have sine 40 degree, and that's, so we'll be able to write this angle in the lowest form, sine 40 degree. You can see that is very easy to handle. It's very simple. Let me give another one. Number 5. Let's say we are asked to find cos. Let's say cos 750. Let's check this. Cos 750. As usual, you don't need to waste your time as well. Just make sure you subtract 360 to the level where you have something less than 360. So let's go. So if I say 750 minus 360, or without give me, that's cos, I think that's cos 390. That's cos 390 degree. That's very simple. Cos 390 degree. Now 390 is still greater than 360. So let's subtract more 360. 390 degree minus 360 degree. What are we going to have? We have cos 30 degree. Oh, that's very simple. That's very simple. That's very simple. Because we have cos 30 degree, so we don't need to break it down any longer. Number 6. Now we've been dealing with positive angles since. Okay, let's check tan. Let's say tan 435. Tan 435. What is tan 435 in the lowest form? Tan 435 in the lowest form. So let's go one more time. 435 minus 360 degrees. What is that? Let me press it. 435 minus 360. Oh, that's very straight. We have 75 degree. We have 75. We have tan 75 degree. We have style. Let me try to bring up something that will let me check. Let me try to bring out something. Let's say we are given sine. Let's say sine 510. Yes. Let's check. Or let's say 530. Let's say 530 degree. So let's go. Don't forget, we are still going to subtract. You can do this and pause the video. We are still going to subtract this. So 530 minus 360. That's 170. We have sine 170 degree. And don't forget, 170 is in second quadrant. Second quadrant. And the second quadrant, sine is positive. So we have sine 180 minus 170 degree. So the final answer is sine 10. That's cool. Okay. Let's say we are to find tan 580 degree. What is tan 580 degree in the lowest form? I want you to do this. You can pause the video. You can pause the video. You can pause the video. So how are you going to undo this? As usual, we subtract 360 as well. So we subtract 360 from 580. What is that? 580 minus 360. That's 220. Fantastic. Yes, I like this. That's 220. We have tan 220 degree. Now 220 is in which quadrant? Third quadrant. 220 is in third quadrant because it is in between 180 and so that means about in the third quadrant, tan is positive. All students take Coke. Tan is positive. That means we have plus tan 220 minus 180 degree. And what is that? That's tan 40 degree. So in the lowest form, tan 580 is same thing as tan 40 degree. Let's check this as well. So what is cos 6 cos 5 or cos 600? What is cos 600? What is cos 600? Please try to subscribe to the channel so that you can enjoy more of these videos. Cos 600. For cos 600, what are we having? So subtract 360 as well. So we have 600 minus 360 degree. We have 600 minus 360 degree. 600 minus 360 degree. So what's that? 600 minus 360 degree. It gives us what? 240. We have cos 240 degree. And which quadrant is 240? That's third quadrant. In the third quadrant, cos is negative. So we have cos. So subtract 180. Since it is greater than 180, you subtract 180, and it falls in the third quadrant. So that means we are going to have what? So 240 minus 180. 240 minus 180. So that's 60. So we have this. Now so what about if what we are given is in this form? Which number is that? This is number 9. You can see we have done a lot of examples, so just for you to be able to get this concept very well. Let's say we have cot 1000. How are we going to do this? Cot 1000. Cot 1000, that's very simple. Just break it down. You know, cot is coming from tan. So we have tan 1000 degree. So if you break it down, don't forget we are going to subtract 360. And how many 360 are we going to subtract? How many 360 are we going to subtract? Let me see 360 times 4. What is 360 times 4? Oh, that's too much. Okay, I think we should be able to subtract 360. Oh, that's too much as well. I think 2 will be okay. 360 times 2, that's 720. Okay, so we are going to subtract 360. No, by subtract 360 doesn't change anything. So we have 1 over tan 1000 minus 720 degree, and that is what? That is 1 over tan 36 tan. So 1000 minus 720, that's 280, I think. That's 280. That's 280 degree. Good. Now 280 is in which quadrant? 280 is in third. It's in fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, tan is what? Tan is negative. Tan is negative. So we subtract it from 360, because in the fourth quadrant we have 360 minus theta. So we subtract 280 from 360, and that will give us 80. That means finally we have minus cot 80 degree. Minus cot 80 degree. You can see that from cot we went to tan, and from there we are able to get minus. So that is in the lowest form. In the lowest form. Number 11. Let's say we have sec 900. So I want you to do this. Pause the video and do this. Pause the video and do this. What are you having? Pause the video and do this. What are you having? So sec 900. Sec 900. So sec 900. Sec is coming from cos, so you have 1 over cos 900 degree. So we can break it down. So how many 360 are we going to subtract? 2 will be fine as well. So we are subtracting 2 360 degree. So that's 720 degree. That's 720 degree. So that's 1 over cos 720 minus, and that's, is that no, I think that's 80. Yes. Oh, that's very simple. 80 degree. That's very simple. 80 degrees. So finally we have sec 80 degree. That's very simple. So with this idea, you can deal with any positive angle given to you. You can find their sine, you can find their trigonometry, you can find their chord, you can find any of them. Now let's now check negative angles. How are we going to deal with negative angles? So we are still going to use the same idea. Let me say negative angles, and don't forget, if the angles you are given are just if the given negative angles are just arcuate angles, you won't need to waste your time. Let's say you are given sine minus 30. You don't waste your time on this. Is minus sine 30 degree. Let's say you are given sine let's say sine minus cos as well. For cos minus 30 degree is cos 30 degree. And if you check the previous video, I've explained this. Tan minus 30 degree is same thing as tan minus tan 30 degree. And the reason being that whenever you are given any angle, once the angles here are less than 90 degree, this is what you are going to have. Same thing works for, let's say you are given sine minus 70 degree. Sine minus 70. Since 70 degrees is less than 90 degree, we are still going to have minus sine 70 degree. This place as well, if you have cos minus 70 degree, we are still going to have cos, because that is positive cos. So you can check the previous video, I've explained that. Tan minus 70 degree as well, we'll be having minus tan 70 degree. Now, what if the angles we are dealing with are not acute angles? Let's say we are asked to find sine minus 800. How are we going to deal with that? That is very simple. You know, in the previous, when we are dealing with positive angles, we were subtracting 180 degrees. Now we are subtracting 360 degrees. Sorry. In this one now, we will be adding 360 degrees. Now I told you, adding 360 or subtracting 360 for your angle, it doesn't change anything. So I think we should be able to. To subtract how many 360 degree. Let me check 360 times 3. Oh, I think 360 times 3 will help us. 360 times 3, because 360 times 3 is 720. That is smaller than 800. So here now we have sine minus 800 degree plus 1080 degree, and that is what? So let me say minus, so the answer minus 800, that's how you are going to press it, minus 800 plus 1080, and that's 280. Now the next question, 280 is in which quadrant? 280 is in fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant, sine is negative. If you have been following all this video, all the videos I've been doing on trigonometry, this shouldn't be strange to you. So we have minus sine 360 minus 280 degree, and that's what? And that's minus sine 80 degree, and that's just it. Very, very simple. So what about, let's say we're asked to find cot minus 870 degree. Cot minus 870 degree. That's very simple as well. Follow the same approach without wasting time. 1 over tan minus 870 degree. So I think we are still going to use 360 3 times. We are going to use 360 times 3 as well, so that we can have positive answer directly. So minus 870 degree plus 360 times 3. So, and that's 1 over tan minus 870 degree plus 1. So, and that's 1 over tan. So what is minus 870 plus 1080? And that's 210. And that's 210. And that's 210. And 210 is in which quadrant? 210 is in third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, 210 is in third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, tan is positive. Tan is what? Tan is positive. So we have tan 210 minus 180 degree, and that's 1 over tan 30 degree. So finally we have cot 30 degree. So that's just it, without wasting any time. So let's do the last one. Cosec minus 10, let me say cosec 2010. So we have cosec minus 2010. So now the question will be, how many 360 are we going to use? How many 360 are we going to use? Let me check. 360 times let me check, times 8. Oh, that's too much. 360 times 7, that's too much as well. 360 times 6. Oh, I think we should be fine with 360 times 6. We should be fine with 360 times 6. So minus 210 minus 2010. Oh, let's convert it to sine. So we have 1 over sine minus 210. Aha, good. So we have 1 over sine minus 210 plus 360 times 6 plus 360 times 6, and that gives us sine. So 2010 plus 360 minus 210 minus 2010 plus what's 360? Let's first do 360 times 6. 360 times 6, that's 2160. So if I subtract if I subtract 2 times from, so we have 150 sine 150. This is very simple, and 150 is in the second quadrant, student, and it is positive. So we have sine 180 minus 150, because it is 180 minus theta. So we have 1 over sine 30 degree, and that's cosec 30 degree. Very simple. I think with this you should be able to undo anything regarding negative or positive angles. If you enjoyed the video, please try as much as, if you learned a lot from the video, try to like, comment, subscribe, and share with others as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you.